Hey guys, this is Blake Jennings. I'm back. Today I'm going to give you my top 5 running backs going into 2013. This list was not easy. Quite frankly, I'm going to make some of you guys mad because, this was a very hard list to come up with. It was a lot harder to come up with a top 5 running back list just because quarterbacks, it's really easy because this is a passing league today. This is a passing league. It's really easy to see who's top 5, who's not. I mean, that's just how it is. 99 to 100. Any experts, list you look at, they're all going to have the same quarterbacks, just different order. That's just generally speaking. And even though I'm no expert, I like to think I am. But, running back's completely different story. This is not an easy list to make. And like I said, I didn't get one comment. Not a one on the quarterback list. So I'm guessing you guys like my picks. I mean, thanks. But I definitely expect to hear some thoughts and opinions on this top 5 running back list. Starting with number 5, Jamaal Charles. Look, I look at the Kansas City Chiefs 2010-2011 season and the season that Jamaal Charles had, and I can see that same thing happening again this year. Are you hearing me? I mean, we had Thomas Jones and Jamaal Charles carrying the rock. This year, it's going to be Peyton Hillis, Jamaal Charles, sharing carries. And, honestly, Jamaal Charles probably not on anybody's top 10 or 15 list going into 2013. I mean, he's just probably off the radar, forgotten, because he got hurt last year. I look for Jamaal Charles to be doing big things next year, provided he stays healthy. Number 4, Steven Jackson. People are thinking, why, Blake? Why is Steven Jackson on your top 5 list? This is the top 5. This ain't the top 5, or this ain't the top 10, top 15. It's top 5. This is cream of the crop. And you got Steven Jackson on your list? Come on, boy, child, please. Here's my argument, right? Jeff Fisher, good coach, producing running backs with Eddie George with Chris Johnson. Okay. I look for Jeff Fisher coming to St. Louis, build an already good back into a great back. And the thing I like about Steven Jackson, you can argue that you can't argue for the rest of this list, is there's not a lot of competition in St. Louis. Blake, what do you mean by competition in St. Louis? Easy. Who else is going to carry the rock other than Steven Jackson, excuse me. There ain't a whole lot of other people that can take that football and do something with it. Seriously, name me one other guy in St. Louis that can do it. Because if there is that can do it consistently, I don't know it. I don't know it. So, I like Steven Jackson. He's going to get it done next year. And, hey, he's got some good hands, too. Brother can catch. I always like Steven Jackson on my fantasy team. Number 3, Arian Foster. Has there been anybody that's been as consistent over the last few years? I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. It's only been the last few. Look, I like Arian Foster. I like what he does. He's consistent. He's a tough, strong runner. He's physical. I even like his play. I mean, I like Arian Foster. I like what he does. I like my number 3. Number 2, still, in my opinion, best back in the league, Adrian Peterson. Look, he's the best running back in the league, and he even was this year on top 100 players list 2012 season. He was the number 1 running back on the list. It's just when you're Adrian Peterson and you're considered the best running back in the league, when you have a mediocre year, that's a bad year for Adrian Peterson. You only get 1,000 yards rushing, boy, you Adrian Peterson. But again, if Adrian Peterson led the league in rushing next year, no one's surprised. It's Adrian Peterson. But why is it when someone like, let's say, even Chris Johnson comes back and leads the league in rushing? That's a big deal. Anybody else, it's a big deal if they lead the league in rushing. Adrian Peterson, that's just clockwork, baby. Clockwork. Number 1, Maurice Jones-Drew. Easy. Hands down. He had 8, 9 guys in the box last year, still rushing for over 1,600 yards. Who does that? Who does that in the passing league? Hey, he's got Justin Blackmon. If the boy lives up to his hype, it may take some pressure off of Maurice Jones-Drew. Now, let's go into why some guys were on my list. Look, Maurice Jones-Drew's hot going to 2013. Chris Johnson's not. And the prime of a running back's career is much shorter than any other position in the league. Look, you give me a quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, when they gotten hot, prime of their career. Peyton Manning went 3-13 as a rookie. Don't forget that, guys. 3-13. But boy, once that boy got hot, he was good for the next 10 years. All right. Same with Tom Brady. Same with Tom Brady. Receivers, same thing. Linebackers, Ray Lewis is probably going to be good for 20 years. I mean, it's just any position other than running back. And I know Chris Johnson hasn't been in the league that long, so don't write me saying he's been only in the league, you know, for 5 or 6 years. I know that. I know that. Okay? But once a running back loses that hot, it's hard to get it back. And I know Chris Johnson has potential, and I know he has them to get it back. I just don't think it's going to be this year. Ray Rice, easy. He's in the AFC North. All 4 of those teams had a top 10 defense last year. 2 of them were top 5. Obviously, he plays on the Ravens team, so you don't got to worry about the Ravens defense. But you still got to worry about the Pittsburgh Steelers defense twice a year. Twice a year. And statistically, you can't sleep on Cincinnati's defense or Cleveland's defense going off of last year's numbers. So, Ray Rice, man, you're going to be against AFC North week in and week out, dude. I just don't see that consistency and that production level being as high in the next several years. LeSean McCoy, why ain't that boy on my list? Well, if you look at the top 5 running backs last year, statistically, their attempts and even their but yeah, his rushing attempts for the top 5, even top 7 running backs last year, his rushing attempts were a lot less than everybody else. Everyone knows Andy Reid loves to throw the football. That's just how he is. That's his philosophy. He loves to throw the ball. He loves to air it out. And I feel like Andy Reid's going to take away from his production level. If he had any other head coach, he'd be in my top 5, probably my top 3. But Andy Reid, sorry, LeSean, not this year. And then Frank Gore and Michael Turner went down my list because, quite frankly, I just don't. I mean, they're both good backs. I'm not going to take anything away from them. If I were to make a top 10 list, they'd be on it. But I didn't. It's top 5. And I just feel like Jamal's going to, at number 5, get it done. I think he's going to do bigger things next year going into 2013 than they are. And again, I hate watching ESPN NFL Network where they've got a tie on the top 5 or number 1. No. You're in my top 5 or you're not. This is Blake Jennings. Thanks for watching. Hey, please leave some comments. Come on, I don't want to just talk to myself and the camera. I mean, I need some interaction. Give me something, guys. Especially on running backs. It's such a controversial list. Look forward to all the debates. See you later.